Okay, so I went ahead and added a little background to my webcam as well as made it smaller so you guys can see a little bit more of the game itself. And I changed some things as well. Hopefully the video looks a little better, I have no idea. Bye-bye, bitch.
Really, guys?
I think it's time to go and get some food. What do you think? I don't want to do a fucking side case.
Hey. Woo. Hey. Hey.
No idea. Probably not. Can I order some food? Oh, I guess this isn't a restaurant after all. No, nothing there, so. So I have a little wonderful story to tell you guys. Yeah, I started to weed eat today. And the only reason is because I'm not going to get a chance later on this week because apparently there's a fucking flood watch tomorrow. And today, the weather didn't get hot enough. Sun hasn't come out. Nothing like that, so I figured I wasn't going to get a chance at all unless I just took it now. And, well, I did that. And, everything was going good. And then I started to get into some poison ivy, which I'm allergic to. Got into that. And, threw it all over me, but thankfully, I'm hairy enough to where it didn't bother me. So that was good. And then after that, I started to weed eat around back where my truck is parked. And the grass is really tall back there, and I can't really see exactly what the fuck I'm cutting. And since it's been raining constantly nonstop, the grass has grown. So upon doing that, I hit a huge pile of dog shit with the weed eater and threw it all over me. And to make matters worse, trash pickup was this morning, and there's an alleyway that I have to set all the trash out, right? Well, I've been double and triple bagging it because these guys have a problem making a mess, and even though I did that, they still made a mess and dumped a whole fucking bag of trash out onto the alley. So I had to clean that up, covered in dog shit, and then I had to bring everything in because it immediately started to rain, only for about 5 minutes, so I had to pick up the mower, drag it up onto the porch while holding a door open, so I had to hold it one-handed with the handle,
What do you mean you're seeing?
and then quickly get the shit-covered weed eater in the house and everything, take all the batteries off, get the battery chargers, set those up, start charging the batteries. Then I had to bring the lawnmower into the house because it's also battery-powered and I can't leave it outside in the elements. Then I took a shower.
What do you have there?
So,
The files for Emmy Terasawa's case.
that's my day.
I thought they might be useful.
And it's still not done yet. I still have dishes to do, still have laundry to do, still have the vacuum to run, still have the Swiffer to mop the floor with, and I have to cook dinner.
I'll put everything back later.
On top of all this and my slow-ass internet. So it's just goddamn grand. Haven't eaten anything today either. It's already 2:30 p.m. It's about to be 3 pretty soon. As soon as I blink, it's probably going to be fucking 2:30 or 3. Yeah, 2:30. Yeah.
26 years old.
Just now.
Death. December 2nd, 2015, about 11 p.m. Her body is found on the second floor of a burnt-out apartment.
All I can say is I picked a hell of a time to quit drinking.
15
It always happens like this. There's always something that has to fucking test me.
still alive.
And it's not just a little thing. It's always like major tests.
So she didn't inhale any smoke. Emmy died before the fire started. Shinpei Okubo.
Thankfully, there's nothing in this Heineken Zero because it's literally the only non-alcoholic beer that has absolutely zero alcohol in it.
It was covered in Okubo's prints. Okubo
So
was
thankfully,
wasted
I
out of
got
his
that.
mind when firefighters arrived at
It's
the
calming a little bit.
Okubo-san
At least
is not
I'm
a
getting some
violent
fluids,
person.
if nothing else.
He hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
But Okubo claims he doesn't remember ever drinking. That he woke up surrounded by flames.
Got all over my glasses, which these are Ray-Ban glasses.
Yagami. Do you really have to do this? Go see Okubo, I mean.
This is why I hate cities.
Yeah, looks like I do.
When I lived with my mom,
Why?
it was out in the slight country, but like the nice part of the country,
If he killed Wakuza
in a nice community.
I'm going to find the
And then
truth.
she passed, my dad sold the house, kept all the money, even though it was supposed to go to me because I was close to getting a job to where I can actually afford that house.
Either way.
And I had to flake out on the job, so I don't have that. And he sold the house and he pocketed all the
I
money.
mean, yeah. I
So
can
now
figure
I'm living with my sister because I don't have enough money to buy a house here in this state. Because when I lived with my mom, she had a house in Georgia, things were a little bit better, wages were higher.
Meaning for the public.
And then I move here where the real estate is even higher, which is West Virginia,
Laid off from his job.
and you buy an absolute piece of shit. Nothing, you can't buy anything that's not a piece of shit for under 100,000.
The guy
And
who
even
has
some of
the
those pieces of shit, you're still going to shell out about 100 grand.
pills.
And you're going to be in a shit town, a shit fucking neighborhood, asshole neighbors everywhere, and you're not going to have
Until
enough
one day,
work to even make enough money to afford utilities, taxes, insurance, all that stuff. Not to mention a car payment, gasoline, wear and tear and maintenance and all that stuff on your vehicles, as well as taxes and insurance on your vehicles and all that stuff too. I mean, I don't know what to do, so I'm stuck living here. And this town that my sister lives in is just, it's fucking atrocious.
Loose on the world. In other words,
And she's not making any effort to try to get out of here.
he died because of me.
She's been talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking about getting out of this town for about 10 fucking years now and hasn't even made the first move.
Your dad's
Instead, she just let this place run down and it's all dilapidated. The whole entire house needs to be just completely condemned and torn down.
Yeah.
The yard needs to be completely tilled up and everything. There's all kinds of fucking trash in here. She has too many animals in this area.
At least that's what they said he did.
She has like 10 cats and a dog in the house.
Thought that
And
guy
then she
was
has a
something
fucking
else.
horse too.
No thoughts of
And she doesn't do
innocence,
anything
except for your
here
dad.
as soon as she gets home from work other than play around on
How it
TikTok.
all went down after that. He gave the prosecution what for. Your dad never compromised his ideals, no matter what. He said a lawyer's job isn't discovering the truth, or even knowing it. It's proving the prosecution doesn't have
So
enough
yeah, I picked the
evidence to
perfect
convict.
time to record a video so I can just
Do
bitch
you
and complain.
understand? That's how he saw the defense.
But at least I got a valid reason to complain.
Takes some real guts to say that. That's why you looked up to him. And you would have never become an attorney without his influence.
I mean, I'm not homeless, but
Sure I did.
I can understand where they're coming from being depressed.
A lot happened afterward.
Because I literally have nowhere else to go if it wasn't for all this. Just the way that everything was handled.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to be set.
The defendant actually was guilty.
I was taking care of my mom.
Raped the girl.
She had a little bit of money coming in that took care of all the groceries and everything.
He disappeared.
I was learning how to drive and all that stuff. I was this close, like this close, to getting my
Hatred.
test taken it and everything, and now I have to start all over again. Because all that stuff is lapsed
To my dad
and everything. So now I have to do all that shit all over again.
and my
And now I'm just waiting on my sister because she's the only one that drives. So I have to wait on her, set up appointments and everything, on top of juggling everything around the house, study for that test so I don't fail it again. Because I'm paying for all of it. It used to be free, but now it's not anymore. It's like $15 fucking to take the written test. I think it's like 35 or 40 or something like that to take like the actual driving test.
Listen to me, Yagami.
But I failed it because all the questions on the test are just fucking stupid to me. Out of 25 questions, only 2 of them pertain to actually driving. All the rest is just hypotheticals. And I'm sorry, but I'm not studying for the fucking bar exam to become a lawyer. So I don't know how I'm going to pass that. Driving's a cinch. I mean, I'm good at driving, even though I can't legally do it. I can drive. So I could totally get in my truck and fucking book it out somewhere.
For as long as I live.
And I'd be fine, unless I got pulled over and they asked for my driver's license, and then I'd be fucked.
Yagami speaking.
Hey, it's Hoshino. I've arranged our chat with Okubo.
But all that stuff is just completely fucked up now.
I'm on my way there now.
I mean, I was going to be set up with a house, I have a truck. I was going to have work and everything, had to quit it, and it was good paying work too, about $1,500 to $2,500 a week, depending on how much work there was available. And I could have afforded that easily. Because my mom was affording that house, taxes, insurance, utilities, groceries, blah, 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 blah. And all that making about $2,250, like $2,300 a month. She was able to afford all of that up there, or down there in Georgia. So if I was making anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 a week, you know, 3 to 4 weeks in a month, that's easy. So, could have taken all that, would have had a house and everything to my name, could have taken it all over, but no. Bring me all the way back to West Virginia just to be a little good old boy.
Over here, Yagami-san.
It's fucking bullshit. I'm just glad that I was left a little bit of money. My mom had all that set up before she died, and I didn't even realize she did it. I didn't find out I was getting any money until, like, 1, 2, 3, like 3.5, almost 4 months after she had passed. She passed away on May 20th of 2023, and I didn't find out that I was getting any of that money until, like, literally a day before her birthday, September 29th of last year, 2023. That's when I got that money. And it was split 50-50 down the road, or down the middle, between me and my sister. My sister hasn't used any of her money yet. She's just been pocketing it and using it on bullshit. I've been using all of my money. I'm down to like $36,000 now. I've been using it all here, buying all the groceries, paying all the utilities, buying this, buying that. Trying to fix this place up. It doesn't fucking belong to me. Bought a lawnmower. That was $600. The only purchase I made for myself was that computer right there that I can't get fixed. And now I got this shit with the landscaping, all this stuff that needs to be done on this dilapidated shit box of a house.
3 years ago, at the ADDC, did you actually murder Waku-san or not?
And I have no work.
What?
Can't drive anywhere.
Yagami,
Money's dwindling away.
I don't understand.
And there's nothing close enough to where I can work.
Innocent. I didn't murder Waku-san. Or Emi-chan. Why won't you listen to me? I told you time and time again, I didn't kill anyone! Why won't people just believe me?
I feel the same way, man. Except I'm not in prison.
The prosecution had more than enough evidence to convict you for Emi's murder. It was an open and shut case. There was nothing we could do.
Of course not. How am I gonna win when my own lawyer doesn't believe I'm innocent? Don't think I couldn't tell. Every time you went up there and tried to clear my name, you looked like you were gonna puke.
So, Okubo-san, you really didn't do it either time?
what I've been saying all along.
My name is Hoshino from the Genda Law Office. If you don't mind, we have a theory about the ADDC incident you were on trial for.
I do mind. It doesn't have anything to do with me.
But don't you want to know who really killed Waku-san?
It was an ADDC researcher by the name of Yoji Shono.
I remember him. But you're saying he did it? Why, though?
Here, let me explain. Waku-san's death was an 89-related accident. That's our theory, at least. The drug must have killed him on the spot. Shono panicked, searching for a place to hide the body.
Which led him to my truck, huh?
Yeah. It must have been the only option he could think of. Things may have turned out differently had you actually reported finding Waku-san's body. But as we both know, that's not what happened.
So all this was because I buried the body?
It was a better stroke of luck than Shono could have ever asked for. After all, the cops never even suspected him.
God damn it! I don't know what the hell I was thinking back then. It all happened so fast. I opened the truck, and the body was there. Naturally, I panicked. The police never would have believed I didn't kill the guy. Of course not. Why would they? I already had a criminal record, too. I was a fool.
Okubo. So you really were innocent after all, huh?
Do you even need to ask?
I guess not. Thank you.
Yagami-san?
Yagami-sensei! What about Emmy? Aren't you gonna ask me about her? I told you before, I never would have killed her!
I want to believe you. I really do. But I already did everything I could. I searched non-stop for some kind of hint. But a guy can only spend so long poring over burnt scraps of evidence. After 3 years, I'm not holding out much hope.
So, guess the real killer is still out there. Just biding his time, waiting for my execution. How are you and I gonna face Emmy in the afterlife? Come on, man! Tell me how!
Your life is over, man. Just accept it.
What's up?
I think I'm gonna head back to Genda's. What are you up to tonight?
Not sure yet. I think maybe I'll swing by Tender. I could use a drink.
It's the way of the world. Everybody picks and chooses favorites.
I'll be alright. Later, Hoshino-kun.
All the shit rises to the top and all the meek and everything remain at the bottom. Or just completely rotted out. God damn it. I can't even fight these fucking guys for that main dude there. Hiding behind all of his little fucking peons and then just hitting me in the back. I have to get these guys out of the way before I can even focus on the big guy.
So, I hear you're defending Ayube.
Kuroiwa.
I had to come congratulate you myself on your triumphant return to the courtroom.
I'm not gonna be the one defending him. Just helping with the investigation.
Wasn't Shintani-sensei your mentor? You're helping to free the man who murdered him. Are you confused or just desperate for a few scraps off the table? But it wouldn't be the first murder you've set loose in our city. Not a good look.
Ayube didn't kill Shintani.
His gun begs to differ. The rifling matches the marks on the bullet.
Yeah, that's how the real killer framed him for it. If you seriously can't see that, then I'm not the confused one here.
Say what you will.
Now what's going to happen? Am I going to get jumped by more dudes?
Hello? You need something? More or less. Doesn't look like you're here to talk.
That's right. Your little detective game's over, Yagami.
Wait, who was that? Yagami-san!
Hoshino-kun, stay back!
Huh?
This guy's dangerous.
Get the fuck out of
See
here!
that?
I'm going to use your ass as bait.
Die, Yagami! You scared?
I'll be the first to admit I don't fight fair. I fight to win. I'll stomp a motherfucker when they're down.
Damn it! Yagami-san,
Turn their ass into a fucking human trampoline.
I'm fine. But that guy wasn't messing around.
What do you mean?
He would have killed me for sure if I let him.
Maybe one of Hamura's men?
What's up, Tuck? How'd your chat with Okubo go?
Listen, someone just tried to murder me. Probably sent by Hamura.
What?
Watch your back, Kaito-san. Where are you now?
In the office. Got Sugiura with me, too.
Don't go back there. Not now.
All right. I got a place.
Oh yeah?
KJR, the Kyorei HQ. Hamura ain't gonna touch us there.
Wait, you're gonna go there after we beat the crap out of Shioya and his whole crew in that club? You think they'll just let us hang out?
Of course I do. We've got Kajihiro on our side. We'll go on ahead. Get your ass over there quick, yeah?
Sounds like we're meeting at KJR.
I heard.
Well, let's go.
Okay, so it went from relaxing and getting a fucking drink to literally just running back into the hands of the enemy. Whatever, I guess.